Okay, so we are going to install a shunt on this this is 2023, right?
Yes.
2023 Unity with Dragonfly batteries. So first we have to open the compartment up.
You need to take those.
I will. I brought it. So first we're going to pull out the batteries. I get my glasses on. And we're going to be putting on this 300 amp Victron Smart Shunt. And I'm also going to be adding the temperature sensor because I realized that the Dragonfly batteries, they have an internal heater, but you have to manually turn them on and off. So I thought it would be helpful for owners to be able to know what their battery temperature is, you know, to be thinking if they need to turn it on or not. And because otherwise there's no way to really monitor the temperature of the battery.
You need the metal plates off too.
Yes. Okay, so that's good. We are going to install this shunt, and where the shunt goes is you hook it to the battery. You hook one end to the battery and one end to what's called the system minus or the system negative. And so what that is this cable. This is your negative cable, and it's coming out of the coach. You can see it's running back into the coach battery box. So this is the system minus. So you want to put this shunt in between this battery terminal and this system minus. So I have an extra little smaller cable, and it doesn't matter what color the cable is because it's going to, you know, I'm using it on the negative terminal. So we're going to put a cable on the battery terminal, and then we're going to hook this to the battery minus, and then we're going to hook the coach negative to the system minus. So that's what we're doing. And then to power this, we have to hook this, which is also a temperature sensor. We have to hook it to the coach or the coach positive, and this is the coach positive. You can see it's going back to the battery box. So this is the main coach positive that's being used by the battery system. So you'll want to put your power wire on this connection. So let's get to it. So the first thing you always want to do is disconnect. To disconnect batteries, you always want to disconnect you always want to disconnect the negative. Now this could be too long. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, and also make sure you turn your house battery switch off. You don't want any load, you know, anything being pulled from this connection while you're trying to disconnect it. I need a 13 millimeter wrench, if you have one.
Good,
that'll work perfect. You're rotating on the side.
Yeah. There.
That's a lock nut. Looks like it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Those batteries are not sitting in any kind of a tray, are they?
No. Yeah, they're just slid. You just slide them in and out. Okay, so, oh wait, I'm going to have to cut that. All right, so as I said, this is the system negative. And let's see, so we want, let me see how this is going to fit. And probably can just drop it right down the side. I would like to have it like this. So so you could look, oh yeah, that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll work.
And then push the thing on the bottom. It expands not lost. Yeah. Now she'll have a working surface.
Okay. So I want this. And you just push the wires. You want the positive to be on the battery positive, and what's the black for the temperature sensor to be on the auxiliary. And if you weren't installing a temperature sensor, you're just going to be installing the regular wire they give you to power the shunt. You would just stick this in the battery plus, and this hole would stay empty. Okay, so all right, so then this is, like I said, this is the system negative. So you have to plan out how you think things are gonna fall when you're trying to push the batteries back in. So I actually want this to be up. Like that. Okay. Okay, so that is ready to go. But I don't want to hook the negative back up until after I'm done making the positive connection. So like I said, I need to be over here on this one.
I'm gonna write myself a list of things I want to make sure I have.
Okay, now remember that this is, let's see how I can get in here. This is actually, this is hot. This is a hot terminal. So you don't want to touch anything metal. So you have to, be creative sometimes about how you get into here to disconnect this. So I think I can hang on to it fine like that. Okay. And I'm going to, can you take the twisty tie off of that? Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can do it. Got it. Okay. All right, so you just want to put the temperature sensor or the, now if you were not using this temperature sensor, if you were just using the single red wire with the ring terminal, you actually could just cut a little section out of the ring terminal and then not take the nut off and just slide it under the washer on either side of the terminal. But since I had to remove it to get that temperature sensor on, and then you want to tighten it back up. Okay, so that's back together. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room for what is going to go on with this wire. All right, so now we can put the shunt. Let's see, how did I plan that? Oh, I think I planned it like this. Okay. I think I might. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get that in there, but let's see. I might have to take out. I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and take out. First, let me get this back here. Let me just see if I can get this to slide in. Okay, that looks like that'll go. Yeah, these are very, all this is very tight in the battery box. Okay. See, I was laying to the side. I should be able to lay. Okay, so I wanted that.
That means he took it out of ours. Or he installed it originally.
They bought new ones. They bought new ones. The tricky part is always
Okay, tighten this up good. All right. All right, so let's see if we can
Before you
get.
slide them in, let me just take a look so I know what it looks like under here. Oh hell, where is it? It's laying back here somewhere. Okay.
It's in that.
Back in the
It's
corner.
on that back.
Can
Over
I
there.
pull them back
Here,
out for a
no,
second?
no. Look right here. Look down the side, right
Oh,
there.
On the
okay.
side over here.
Yeah.
You see it? See the shunt?
It's laying back
That's
there.
it, right
Yeah.
there.
Okay, it's going to be
hooked
laying
the
against.
negative.
It's going to be laying against this, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll see it when we push it in.
Okay.
But it's hooked in line on this negative terminal. I had a red cable, it doesn't matter. I mean, so this is the negative. It's hooked in line
Okay.
between the negative battery terminal and the house battery cable connection. In line.
Negative.
Yeah, on the negative
Negative.
cable.
And
the
on the
negative.
chassis, negative. Is that what you're saying? The
No.
chassis ground? No.
This is on the coach. When you might be able to see it. Okay, in the coach here, right back there, if you look in the very back corner, you'll see a bolt in the battery box. in the back wall.
That's the ground belt.
That's the chassis ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so the negative comes from that, and it was hooked to that terminal.
Okay.
That's the coach negative.
Okay.
But
This is now negative.
Right,
Yeah,
and
okay.
and the shunt is in line, so we put it
line
in
with the-
between the coach cable that came from that ground bolt and the negative battery terminal.
Okay. It's not going to slide this way and bang it, is it?
No, because there's bumpers in there, and it's
Yeah.
just going to fit in there.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm hoping that I'm actually going to get it to fit in there. Okay.
Pretty slick table. It's as high as it goes.
All right.
That's set in there perfect.
Yeah.
I'll be choosing more.
Okay. Now, all right. So it's in there. It's tight. Yeah, we'll put it on your phone, but I'll go ahead and get it set up on my phone. Okay. Okay. So go back up. All right. So one of the things I want to show is this comes with your shunt, and it's a little thing that gives you two. Now this is one of these stickers is on the actual shunt, but Victron is now giving you a unique pin number, and then this PUK number. You would need that if you ever had to reset the shunt back to factory original. So you always want to put this in a safe place, but I need it out right now so I can set up the shunt on my phone. Okay. So now when I call it up on my Victron shunt, I think yeah, that's it. Okay, so I want to do the battery settings. Oh no. Wait a second, let me do my product info. Let's see, what you got, what's your last name?
Schumacher, SCH.
Oh, that's too long.
Okay. Shoe, SC.
Do you guys have a nickname for this?
Yeah, Sparkle 2.
Sparkle? Okay.
Sparkle 2.
All right, so we'll put Sparkle. All right, Sparkle Bat Monitor. Okay. Bluetooth enabled. You want to make sure you do instant readout enabled. Okay. All right. So now we want to go to. If you just go to the three dots, go to the settings, go to the three dots. It'll take you to product info. You can name your battery. If you want to reset the pin code, you can do change pin code, and you want to make sure that instant readout is enabled. Then we go to battery. The capacity of this battery is 200 amp hours. The charge voltage we want is 14 I think it's 14.2. Let me look. 14.4. All right, so battery, I want this to be 14.4. I want the discharge floor to be 10%. Okay, putting the discharge floor on 10% means whatever the reading is on the battery monitor, the state of charge, time to go, it's all going to be calculated on 90% battery capacity instead of 100. So what that means is if you actually like used it down to 0, you really would still have 10% left. So that's important, you know, that you give yourself that little buffer, so you can really, you know, so you don't manage your batteries till they're dead. I mean, you want to make sure you always have battery power to start the generator or something like that. This tail current should be 2%. 3 minutes. This should be 105. Charge efficiency should be 99. Threshold current 0.1, 3 minutes. Okay. Synchronize to 100. Oh, we don't know what your I don't think this is on 100. You guys are they're boondocking here, so I'm going to guess they're not at 100. Okay, so I'm going to set it at 50%. Yeah, 50%.
50%.
Anyway, so see, right now it's showing that you're pulling 5 amps. So a negative means you're pulling, and a positive means you have this is a net. So this is a net. So this is the difference between what's coming in and what's going out. So right now you have -367. You could have some solar, but so this is the net that's going out of the battery. And if you get more solar than what you're taking, then that'll turn to a positive. So what you need to do is...
That's just a repetition in watts?
Yes. Watt. That number is 12.92 times 3.19.
Yeah. P-I-C-O-I-E.
And then this is time remaining at this power, this is all power measurements. So at this power consumption, you have 1 day and 9 hours of usage. See, that's why this is good, because you can use it like a power meter and, turn stuff on and off and see what it uses.
I always have it in my mind, the LED lights are after me. They're after my electronic.
They're hot, and they... Yeah.
And I'm looking at them, and you could almost look at them and they light up.
Oh, the other thing I want to tell you is I just arbitrarily set it at 50%. But what you want to do is go to settings and actually synchronize it to 100% when the batteries get fully charged. I mean, right now you're using them, so,
Fully charged will be 14.4.
Fully charged with nothing happening to them would be 13.4.
13.
But the way you know the batteries are fully charged with this is when you see the current go to almost, go to 0, something around 0, then that means the batteries aren't taking any more charge. They're not asking for any more power. I
don't know what's sucking that.
So when you see this go to 0, when you're charging, when you're able to recharge the batteries, then go up here and go to battery and synchronize to 100%. So you're telling it this is what a full battery means, but you're not going to experience that while you're here because you're using it.
When I take it home and plug it in, that's what
right. Yes, and like I said, when the current gets around 0, that means because the battery is what decides how much charging occurs. So when the battery isn't taking any more charge, it's full. So that's how you know it's at 100%.
If they want, they can run the generator.
Oh yeah, you could run
the generator and charge
it up
all the way up to 100%.
Yeah.
And then synchronize it.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's a
we'll
good
probably
idea.
do that while we're here.
Why not?
While you're here.
Yeah, because you're I'm not sure how close you are, but
the inverter's on too. Really?
Yeah, the inverter's
Because I used the hairdryer.
well, you
when I
have
was coming in.
you have to have the inverter on to run when you run the generator to get the battery charging.
Right.
So yeah, turn the generator on, and charge up the battery. Why not?
Yeah.
And, you know, if you need any help, then I'm here. I can help you. Okay, so we'll get your phones, and we'll get you hooked. We'll get your phone hooked up. But like I said, you want to keep this. The shunt actually has a sticker on it, just like this, with all this information. But if you were to change phones, you know, or something happened to your phone, it had a factory, you know, something reset, this is the pin you have to enter to pair your phone and that.
Yeah, okay.
Which we'll use that to set your phone, you know, both. You can put it on both your phones, whatever.
Or it's really crazy at times.
Okay. So we have, I didn't take any of the, we put these back on because this actually seems like it will fit. A lot of times I have to remove it. So let's see.
Did that catch?
Yeah. Well, it will. It will when it pushes out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah.
I don't understand. Well, that'll push that in.
Yeah. It'll.
That click was it.
But there's just a big slot up there all the way along
Yes.
this piece, right?
Yes. So when we put this in, that should put the pressure on it. What's happening is this is too low. See, it needs to be.
They have a couple in Colorado.
See, it needs to be up. See,
And then us.
and then it's on. You know, it's in the slot. But see, it's falling down, and that's why it's coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
Different ways.
So it needs like a little shim.
And
I might have
on
something.
this ship, and then we got 3 stops in Hawaii, 3 different islands. And then we have a 5-day cruise to Alaska. And then we got 2 trips in Alaska. So yeah, we're going to celebrate their 50th anniversary.
Here, let me put this in.
Now, let me, okay.
That would be yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. Yeah, you won't choke yourself. How about we stand right here? That way it's more comfortable. You feel more.
Okay,
Better.
and that'll stay. There you go. How's that?
We're good now.
Like Sandy's got you all set.
We're done.